Now, Unstoppable Morgan, you're like a child. She's a grown child. She's full of jealousy and envy, like a high school, not even high school, like a elementary school person, like a literal child. You came for me, trying to kill my dog because you were so jealous. There were even Roma Army even talked about how, you see, she defends men. She didn't say my name, but I knew who she was talking about. She was talking about you, talking about your ugly dogs, how you were attacking me. Now Roma's having problems on her channels, right? Well, she always does because she defends men from women like you. But here's the story about when Unstoppable Morgan was hanging out with Dawn, a black woman from Memphis, traveling with her, and all this. And Dawn beat her up one time. Clearly not bad enough, but this dude was on the phone with Dawn. Listen.
Or how you think it is. So, okay, one night John called me, and this girl, like, you can tell when somebody been crying. Like, I can hear a crying voice on her. So we talking. I'm like, yo, what's up? You crying or something? And she wouldn't tell me at first. So okay, she get out.
And they had this dude traveling with them for safety, right? I don't know what she was so worried about, unless you're doing something wrong. But they had him with them for safety, right?
He called me back a few minutes later, and then I just hear in the background Morgan going off. She dropping all type of N bombs, calling nigger, 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 nigger. I'm like, oh fuck. So I'm trying to get Dawn to tell me what's going on and all this crap. She kind of tell me, then she kind of don't. Like she really in a bad spot. She there in South Dakota with spot. She up there in South Dakota with Morgan's Bronco. I mean, she built it herself, but you know how to pimp my ride supposed to be. Like they they don't it's the door right there. Oh, okay. So they don't be all the way up to code. Like it ain't like a manufacturer built it. She built this herself though. So she ain't put no heat in this joint. And she got Dawn sleeping in the middle of the code. Dawn was going up there to also, donate some cats or some stuff to like a animal shelter that's supposed to be like good now, like euthanize them or nothing. So
Yeah, you know how evil people like to pretend that they do good deeds, right? Like the Masons, and the Shriners. Yeah, Shriner Capital, Tampa, the place where no church would help me, and is responsible for the mold in my vehicle, selling me this vehicle. None of them would help me. Yeah, and my dog's dead now, right?
next thing you know, Dawn decided to keep one of the cats, but Morgan wasn't having it. She was like, "Hey, nah, you gotta get that cat away too." Like telling her what to do and crap like that.
Telling her what to do. Yeah, Morgan is like a child, but she wants to control people. And YouTube has enabled this grown ass child power over people's lives. It's insanity. It's disgusting.
Man, they got into it about that. They got into it at the gun store. I wasn't there for the gun store, and I really ain't heard the story about the gun store. But whatever happened, they ended up getting a tussling, and like she said, the owner kicked her out and stuff. But also, in the midst of that, she did tell me about the altercation they got putting hands on each other. So Dom like a man. She got them big hands. So I'm pretty sure what she said she wasn't lying about. She was like, Morgan was trying to snatch her phone, and they got into it and fighting this.
Morgan trying to snatch her phone. You see what kind of psycho this woman is? You have no idea. You have no idea how insane this woman is.
And
And mind you, they're at a gun store. Does this sound like someone that needs to own a gun? You have no idea. If anybody who's been following Morgan and knows much about her, that woman does not need to own a firearm. Like, that woman is a fucking psycho. She's demonic. She's got multiple personalities.
And somehow she ended up on top of Morgan, and she's like, "Look, bitch, this ain't what you want." So all that makes sense, but here come where I'll get fuzzy for them. It's like I can't understand how they think because they got a mental disorder. So
You hear him? He can't understand how they think. So both of them must be mentally ill. But he's saying it right there. They got a mental disorder, and they're in a gun shop. Come on, dude.
Dawn is like, she came back to Memphis. She parked Morgan's Bronco in front of her crib, in front of a fire hydrant with some neighbors she know don't like her. So then they get the being about to tow.
So anyway, yeah.